So Leaving Neverland was this big fiasco led by Wade Robinson and another guy that claimed that Michael Jackson had molested them. There was no one else in the documentary but their families. There were accusations that Wade Robinson dated a Jackson, Brandy Jackson, Jackie's daughter, and he dated her for almost 10 years of his life and cheated on her with Britney Spears, who cheated on Justin Timberlake at the time. The whole Leaving Neverland was a documentary that has been debunked several times. Inaccuracies of the timeline and just the shady character Wade Robinson. I mean, I remember when he was a child, he was in a group called Quo. He performed at my junior high and he was pouting on stage and he just was not a good performer, but he grew into, I guess, a choreographer to the stars like NSYNC or whatnot. And the thing is that he loved Michael Jackson up until he did not get a Circus Soleil role as lead choreographer. And he then started to talk about Michael Jackson in a negative way, such as shopping a book around, trying to get exposure to a supposedly exposing of Michael Jackson, someone he claimed that it was his mentor that he cared about so much. But the issue I have is that, you know, I love Oprah. Well, maybe you don't, but I loved Oprah like all my life. Like, I thought she was just a saint. I mean, nothing Oprah could do was wrong in my eyes. I mean, I've seen her do so much good, but I don't think about her behind the scenes. I don't think of what it takes to control a type empire like that. I don't know if she can do it if she's the persona of Oprah that we all know and love. She must have to be a shrewd businesswoman. She gotta be. Like, it gotta be stories about Oprah that is uncharacteristic. You know, Monique kind of touched on certain things that were very opportunistic. But when you think about Oprah getting 90 million people to watch her show, the Oprah Winfrey Show, when she finally got Michael to agree to an interview, and he did an interview and she asked him questions. It was a pleasant interview. It was okay. It was questions about personal things that were people wanted to know about Michael Jackson, and he did the best he could with it. Do I think it was the best interview? No, I don't. I just think that it wasn't the best representation of Michael, because it felt like he was still under the gun and still had negative eyes on him. But then when Michael Jackson passed, Oprah's got the family, including Katherine Jackson, to agree to do an interview on her show. And she had all the nieces and nephews and cousins and family members and relatives there. She's had Janet on the show several times. But all of a sudden, now she's on a boat with a guy. I'm not gonna say his name, but you can Google the information for yourself. But he has some allegations, as well as her being friends with Harvey Weinstein, and still not even speaking about Harvey Weinstein. But that's something I had to think about there too. But back to this. Finding Neverland was suddenly supported by Oprah for a ratings grab on her network OWN, which is kind of shocking because I thought she was somewhat friendly with the family and had some kind of loyalty, but it was like, I don't even believe, my thing is, integrity is everything, but I really, after watching Oprah all these years and loving Oprah, I don't think she believes this. I don't think she believes this, but I do believe that she thought it was going to be R. Kelly type of ratings. Like, I thought she might have thought it was going to be on the level of R. Kelly worldwide attention news, and she wanted to be ahead of it. But when the ratings didn't come in very well, she kind of backed away from it. But I kind of want to know, because she kind of used the idea of what was happening with the documentary and the people, Wade Robinson and the other guy, I think it's Rick something, to make it about pedophilia and molestation of children as a whole, as a general blanket type of commentary. But I would like to ask her, do you believe Michael Jackson molested kids or not? I would love to know that, because I hate to think that she suddenly got the idea that Michael Jackson was a child molester, and it felt like she was poaching because he was dead. So he could not speak for himself, and he couldn't even react to her supporting this documentary. Janet Jackson finally got into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and they all performed, but she did not perform. She did not perform in protest because HBO was still somewhat associated with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So we missed out on a great possible performance from Janet because of this whole thing. But Oprah, I wonder, she kind of knew it would make people upset, but I think she knows from a position of power, but it looks like she doesn't care, and maybe she doesn't, but I really would love her to know that it affected the way people saw her, and it had nothing to do with Michael Jackson. That's the thing. I don't think she was bargaining that people would look at her differently in a negative way, and it's almost like a hurt, because it's almost like, really, when I see Oprah on TV, I get sad. I turn the channel. If I see her on a commercial, I turn the channel. If I hear that she's coming out with a life course and, she's trying to sell tickets to a life course, I turn the channel. And I don't know if I'm protesting Oprah or am I protesting just the producer Oprah. Maybe I don't like producer Oprah, the one that wants the ratings, the one that understands that this might stop relationships that she's had. Like, I'm sure that Janet has nothing to say to her. The family has nothing to say to her after they invited her into their home. And she got the ratings for that. She got the ratings from the Michael Jackson interview. She didn't get the ratings from leaving Neverland like she might have thought she would. So you let me know what you think. Have we forgiven Oprah? I don't know. I think if I could get to seeing Oprah in the light that she was designed to be here for, and not this shrewd businesswoman aspect, then I would probably love Oprah again. But right now, she's kind of like on a pause right now, because it's something that hurts me to think that this man has passed away and she did not get any kind of representative of the family there. I mean, that would have been nice to have some Jacksons defending him, because it's nobody else that can defend him but people that actually know him and knew him and things like that. I just hate that it made his daughter really depressed. Paris, what if she would have committed suicide off of this, and it would have been based off of Oprah's involvement? That would have been harsh. You let me know what you think. is Have We Forgiven Oprah? My name is Darrell. I have a book coming out called The Brown Paper Bag Boys and the Colorism Experiment. I would still like Oprah to read my book. I mean, it's a good book. So you let me know. Go to my website, scaredoflight.com. Please subscribe to the channel and be a part of the contest. You'll know that there will be promotions and things going on, and the content that we're going to get into is deep. And sometimes it's lighthearted, sometimes it's both. I'm not here to bash anybody. I just want to express my thoughts about certain things. All right, I will talk to you later. Peace.